Right, so got the things I'm going to talk about. Got the Nuzlocke rules right here. I'll go over all of that in detail here in a second. Yeah, the challenge was horrid on Monday. I didn't expect it to turn into a sludge either, but it did, and I drank like a good chunk of that glass there. But the only downside to it was I pretty much lost my entire lunch from earlier that day. It was bad. It was really bad. It was gross. It smelled horrible. Didn't want to go down. Stuck to the mouth. Not gonna do it again. That was pretty bad. So hopefully I don't have to do any more challenges like that anytime soon. So I'm going to go over real quick your two questions about Nuzlocke. The first question is, can we hold Mega Evolutions for a Pokemon? The Mega Stones and Mega Evolutions, yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to get through those games without using the Mega Evolutions. And of course the tradable items to help evolve as well. About the other one with training at the Elite Four and not having to worry about them, part of the Nuzlocke challenge, man, is if your Pokemon faint, it's gone. Fainting equals death. It's the #1 rule of the Nuzlocke challenge. So, excuse me, I do believe that the Mega Stones and Mega Evolutions are allowed, but training with the Elite Four, yeah, you can train with the Elite Four, but if one of your Pokemon faints, then it's gone. But that's why we have availability to all the areas after that. The area right in front of Red, before Red, if I do recall, has some pretty strong Pokemon there that are really good for training, as well as the cave leading up to the Elite Four. It's always the best spots to train, man. So that's that. On to the Nuzlocke challenge. So me and Skullbane, Kyle, are doing the Nuzlocke challenge. Nuzlocke challenge is basically a very it is a challenge for the Pokemon games to make them a little bit more difficult, made by one of the other players out there. It's a community made challenge, and it's a hell of a lot of fun, and it's very difficult and challenging. Basically, you can only catch one of that Pokemon. The first Pokemon that you come to in any given route or catchable area is the only Pokemon that you are able to catch of that named Pokemon. So if you go past Pallet Town and you run into a Pidgey, you can only catch that single first Pidgey you come across, and if it dies or if it runs away, you cannot catch a Pidgey anywhere else. It's gone. You can catch the evolved forms of them, but not the actual singular Pidgey. Next is when you're fighting and one of your Pokemon faints, it equals death. You must release it into the wild right after that. You also have to nickname all of your Pokemon that you catch in order to get like a closer bond to them or something like that. We did a little bit of, between me and Kyle, we did our own little challenges in there as well, like any one Pokemon that you decide from the Safari Zone, so you can look for a specific Pokemon in the Safari Zone. Any player that's willing to trade is a Pokemon is fine, and stuff like that. Kyle can go into more detail as well, because I'm hitting the 4 minutes 40 seconds mark. For your question, yes, I would definitely mow a lawn of 1 acre every day for a year for $1 million. Easy money, totally. I'll see you tomorrow, bro. Out.